welcome back for a new video. This time I'm gonna release the 80 stack of RegenBust Floatingbarrel 4 wide, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this cannon. Before we begin, I want to say that the cannon platform is at Y80, but the hole is gonna be at Y96. Of course, you can lower this cannon so the barrel height is in between 96 and 0, definitely. So you can go ahead, you can move this barrel in and up and down the entire cannon, of course. But since the platform is Y80, I want to call it an 80 stacker, and you can call me out for that. I don't really mind. But a lot of you guys know that all my cannons, if it's a 60 stacker, it's built at Y60. If it's a 120 stacker, then it's built at 120. And I really don't want to change that. So, of course, it's going to make the shot at 96. Thanks for pointing that out. But again, it is a Y80, so it's an 80 stacker. It's built at Y80, and that's how it is. But let's just jump right into the cannon here. The 80 stacker is exact same copy of the 60 stacker, just with more hammer down, which will result in a bigger stack, of course. So now that we've done that, got that out of our mind, then we need to go ahead and actually, I think that one's wrong. This was meant to be like this. There you go. Now it's perfect. Yeah, now it's alright. So when you download this schematic here, you'll get this cannon right here. I haven't changed anything, so this is the cannon you're gonna get, and it will not interfere. I haven't done anything that will interfere with this little tutorial / guide. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing you want to do is that you want to change the guider here back to 3 blocks and leave the 4th one right here, which is the hammer down, just air. The rest is full blocks. After that, and I don't know why my dog is being annoying. Fucking Tubane or whatever, Tubone or whatever it's called. But let's just, now he's just looking at me. I got distracted. Alright, so we changed the guider now. Now we need to go ahead and we need to put 2 ticks on the hammer down. And you need to do that on both sides here, because this ticks controls this hammer down and these ticks control this hammer down. So if you change one, you have to change both. And 2 ticks right there, and then we need to go ahead and delete these redstone for the sand here, because we're not gonna need that. And we do have sand inside the sand compression, and we do have the guider in. Everything is correct. So now we should be able to fire on the wall. But before we do that, I want to say that on the 60 stacker video I made, I didn't tell you about changing the slab. Let me just go ahead and do slabs down here, because the slab bust on the 60 stacker is not working when pre-stacking, and that is because it is a full repeater. And because I made it a repeater is because you can use the scatter then to get rid of some of the RegenBust. Of course, if you want to pre-stack and there is slabs at the bottom, you are gonna need to change the slab bust a little bit. Simply just adding, instead of a repeater here, you're gonna go ahead and add a comparator, and then when you've done that, you should be able to slab bust. You should be able to slab bust and stack at the same time. So let's just see that. There we go. Slab busted, stacked, and now we need to make sure that this is right at the right eye level. It is right on the second one, which is perfect. Now we need to change it back to regen, so we need to put 1 tick on the hammer down right there. We need to go in here and remove those, so there's 1 left. Put a slab, let me just find a slab, put a slab and put a trapdoor right here. And then we need to enable this like there. That is the sand we're gonna need to RegenBust, and paste some sand in, and then when we fire it should RegenBust. So let's just make sure that is what's going on. There we go. And of course it is not getting rid of the sand stack, because the comparator is still here. So of course it's not going to get rid of the sand stack, but if you wish to get rid of the sand stack, you need to change that back. So let's go ahead and let's change it back here. Let me just get let's get this up here to the right Y level. There we go. Put some sand in, and then we need to change this back to a repeater. If we do that, then we should be able to let the scatter have time to explode this. Let's just make sure. And that just went up in the air for some reason. which is very, very weird. Let's just do that one more time. I'm pretty sure I did something wrong. There, oh, there we go. We need to do this. That's why. Oh god, we didn't do it fast enough. Let's just go ahead and do. There we go. Now that we add that up, there we go. All right, and now that if we fire this one up, there we go. It should work. All right, it get fired up. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and put a. Oops. There we go. Now it should work better. So we just removed delay on the scatter, and that should help our issue. I kind of find it funny when this happens, and also pretty good because if you guys have the same mistake, you'll be able to figure out what it is with me, and which is definitely just gonna make it a lot better for all of us. Just paste this in again. Oh, I need to change this. There we go. If it doesn't work this time, I am simply just gonna do it off camera and make sure that it works for you. But all in all, if you cannot make this work, if you don't have a client with breadcrumbs and such, and you're not good at cannoning in general, then you should be good with just adding a lot of ticks, and that way the hammer will fall down again like this. Of course, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna fix it up properly so you guys will not have an issue with it. But let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. But if you do this, so if you want to make sure that the scatter goes in, you can go ahead and you can do this. Just add a bunch of ticks. I'm pretty sure that should do it. And when you do that, then of course it is gonna work perfectly, because then it's just gonna fly up and gonna fall down and then it explodes. So let's just make sure that what happens. Oh, okay. That was maybe a bit too much. There we go. That's probably better. There we go. Alright, now it should work better. There we go. So now it's just simply going to go up, and then it's going to fall down, and then it's going to hydrate. So that's like the last solution, or whatever, as you see right there. Of course, the Sandtech wasn't high enough and stuff like that, but it works just fine. So that is one thing you can do. You can just simply add ticks to the cannon, and it should fix itself. There we go. Let's just do that one more time here. We have to sand for it. There we go. And I don't know, maybe it fixed itself, or maybe it goes up and then falls down. But all in all, it is working perfectly now. As you saw right there, it just go up and then fall down because we have added a lot of ticks. So that is going to be the last, that is going to be the last chance if you really want it to work, but you don't have the time to fix it. Then you can do it like that, which shouldn't give any issues. But here's the 80 region. Of course, I'm going to fix the scatter for you guys. Oh, we actually forgot something. It's 4 wide. Let's just quickly figure out how to do this. All right, so right now it's set up for region. It's schematic you get. And then we need to change it to the second, third, or fourth. And I'm simply just going to go on the fourth. I'm not going to go waste a lot of time on doing every single lane, because if it works on the first and the fourth, then it's no issue of changing the other ones. So let's just jump right into this. If you want to change lane, there's a lever down here. This is not my design. The wall that goes in and out, that's not my design. Don't credit me for that, but everything else is my design. So this wall right here goes in and out, and we need to change the guide as well, which is going to right there. Then we need to change the hammer down. That is right here. There we go, and remove this because we want to pre-stack. And when you've done that, you need to move this wall in here. So let's go ahead and move that. Of course, I'm not gonna, if you're gonna go on the second lane, which is right here, you're gonna need the wall right here. If you're gonna go on the third lane, which is right here, you need the wall right here. But since I'm going on the fourth lane, I don't need to make a wall right there, because there's already a glass wall, so we should be gushy and just go straight for pre-stacking here. Let's just make sure there's on 2 ticks. And yes, and the repeater here is right there. Let's just make sure of that. Or actually, we can remove this right now, so it's not going to give us some issues. But it's probably not going to give you an issue. It's made so it's not going to happen no matter what. I just quickly want to make sure this is right here. Perfect. Let's just make sure it is on the right Y level as well. Perfect. All right. Now we just need to. There was no guideline. How the fuck did that work? I don't know. Before you do that, remember to make a guide right here, guys. Don't. That I don't know why that worked. That's sorcery. I'm a wizard. But make the guide like this whenever you do that, so it's not gonna fuck up. Leaving the last one to hammer down, of course. After you've done that, you need to remove the guide here, and you need to put slab salt along here, and then you're gonna move a trapdoor right here. Of course, if you're going on the second lane, you don't need to, because there's going to be a wall right here. Then of course you don't need to make these. You just have the wall right here and it will work just fine on the second lane. But because we're doing on the fourth lane, we need this big ass guider here. There we go. And then now we're going to paste in the sand like this. Perfect. And then we need to change this back to 1 tick. There we go. And we need to enable all the redstone right here like this. And of course the scatter is going to be messy again, so I will fix that off camera. But we should have a RegenBust right here, and I know it's not a region wall, but you'll be able to see the exact same as on a region wall. So let's just make sure everything is correct, and then we can go ahead and we can shoot this bad boy up. And I'm going to go over this one more time just for you guys, but I think that is just about it. Let's just make sure the RegenBust. Perfect RegenBust, and there was actually some lava here that could gen for us. So this is the RegenBust. This is the schematic you get, of course, only in the first lane. But if you want to pre-stack, this 2 right here goes on 2 ticks. You're gonna need a normal guider here, which is just 3 blocks like this. Right here where it is, 3 blocks, instead of this trapdoor and slab thing. And of course you need to move the wall. So if you want to shoot on the first lane, the wall goes right here. But if you want to shoot on the second, it goes right there. So just make sure of that. I'm just going to put this back because I need to take a schematic of this for you guys whenever I fix the scatter. And then of course the red sand here is not used when you pre-stack. And always remember, if you want to do this in one shot, you need to change this to a comparator when pre-stacking. Or else, or if there's a slab, of course. If there's not a slab, it doesn't really matter. But just put that back right there so I know where to find the ticks. And right here, let's just build these up for you guys. There we go. And of course it's gonna be with no sand in the sand compression. I'm gonna do one of these right here so you know where to stop the sand, which should be enough for you guys. But all in all, a nice cannon, and I hope this video didn't take too long, even though we had a few mistakes. Very nice design. I hope that you guys will enjoy this cannon here. If you do, please subscribe to my channel, like this video here, and comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or an issue with the cannon. I will be happily to try to help you out. But I think that's just about it. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.